How's it going, everyone? Nick with Trading Frames. Have you ever wondered how we do our framing process? I'm going to show you today by using this Juan Soto jersey and making it look like this. So stay tuned and see how we do it.
Through hardships and times that are rough, I do what I can because hard is never enough. I build my inner strength, follow my gut, and become the man I learned growing up.
So the first thing that we're going to do when we get the jersey is we're always going to double check the cert. So the certification is this, and this one was with JSA. This is the certification number. This number will match the sticker that's right here.
So for items that are sent to us without the physical certificate of authenticity, we always verify with you that you do have it. That way, if you do have it, we will put a holder on the back of the frame, so that way upon arrival, you can attach it as well.
Alright, so here's the Juan Soto jersey that I will be framing. So with this display, the customer is also wanting some logo patches for the Nationals. Also wanting some cards that are going to be included in the frame. And going to be using a nameplate to add into it. And the colors that we're going to use are going to be like a darker blue with a red.
So now we start the framing process. The first thing that we do is the mats. We cut down the mats to size of the frame. In this case, the frame is going to be a 26 by 32.
So when doing the outline of the design, we got to put all of our materials together so that way we can get it drawn out. So for instance, we're going to put the logos in the upper corners. Then we're going to put the cards in the bottom corners. And then we're going to put the nameplate in the bottom center, but also center with the cards as well.
Now that the back of the design is all drawn out, we use a mat cutter to cut out the windows in the mat boards. This allows us to see the cards and the jersey within the display. Using a Scotch ATG tape gun or double-sided tape, we then apply it to the back of the top mat, in this case the blue mat, so that way we can attach the mat boards together and they stay together in the frame. Now that we're done with the outline of the display, and we got the cards and the patches and the nameplate all together, the next step is the jersey. The first thing we do with the jersey is we get the foam boards, and similar to the mats, we cut it down the size of the frame. The foam board is what we're going to be using to attach the jersey in the display. Now that the foam board is cut to size, we go on to the next step of the jersey, which is steaming, which, as you can see, we have wrinkles in the jersey when we first get it out of the package, and we want to take that out so it looks nice and clean inside of the frame. To pin the jersey, we're going to need pins and a measuring tape. And with the measuring tape, what we're going to do is use it to be able to center the jersey inside of the display. The pins are then used to stretch and mount the jersey within the display on the foam board. For any reason you want the jersey removed from the frame, the pins are easy to remove and little to no damage will be caused to the jersey itself. Now that the jersey is all pinned up, let's put it all together. Using backing inserts and a fitting tool, we then go around the whole back of the frame and add the tabs so that way everything stays in place inside the frame. Now we use double-sided tape to put around all four sides of the back of the frame, so that way we can put a brown paper or dust covering on the back to keep any dust or debris from entering the frame once it's all put together. Then we trim up the sides to remove any extra backing paper. Then finally, we add the hanging hardware. The picture wire, the hanging hooks, and the screws will be needed. Now that the hanging wire is all attached, we then do our last step, which is the holder for your COA. If you have the COA, we put the COA in the holder for you before we mount it on. Now that you've seen the jersey process, I hope that you give me a chance and an opportunity to work on your jersey collection and getting them protected and framed up so that way you can cherish them for a long time. Thank you again for stopping by and watching this video. Please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more content.
Through hardships and times that are rough, I do what I can cause hard is never enough. I build my inner strength, follow my gut, and become the man I learned growing up.